Today, we're going to be testing out the Grim Reaper in Black Ops 6 Zombies, and we're going to be testing it against the War Machine in this game. We're doing it on Terminus. I go to the boss fight. We do a couple of tests. We do a couple of horde tests. It's just damage tests. On the earliest round, you get an elite, and then... So I don't go into like a deep test, but it's pretty surface level. It's like what anyone else would do if they're just trying to play the game and have fun. Nothing too crazy. You don't have to put your tinfoil hat on and do some math. We're literally just playing the game together and figuring it out together. So basically, the goal here, I gotta go ahead and do the Easter egg basically, because my goal is to test both of the weapons, or all of the special weapons from the Grim Reaper to the War Machine to the Death Machine, just in general around the map. And then I'm gonna take in the one that does probably the most damage to the amalgam. I'm gonna take it into the boss fight and see how it does. That's my goal here. I would do all three, but I mean, who really wants to do all three? Not me, but I just want to see which ones do the most damage to regular zombies, which one has the biggest area of effect, and which one's just like all around the best one to use. I know obviously the best one to use, the best kill streak or score streak to use in the game is the mutant injection. But aside from that, if you actually want to have fun playing the game and not, you know, sit in a corner punching zombies like an NPC, I guess you could say, then we're gonna figure out right now what's probably better to use. Because I know the Grim Reaper is good, I just don't know how good it is, and I haven't used it myself yet. So that's something I want to test out and figure out. Why is broke fast? Wait, when did I turn on the rampage and do so? Wait, am I like actually lost? Dude, I don't remember walking over there and turning that on. I can promise you that. I'm that dumb. Without my thought processes, I probably shouldn't even have it on. So we're going to turn it off. Also, fingers crossed the game doesn't give me a Ray Gun Mark II or something like that. Like, I really want one. I'd really appreciate having one. But the last thing I want is a Ray Gun Mark II right now, because I don't want to have to do all the steps to build the wonder weapon on this map. I would love to just hit the box and get done with like half the Easter egg off rip, and then just start working on building up my salvage for the rest of the game, which I don't have a suppressor on this, so I'm at a massive disadvantage right now. At least I don't think I do. No, I don't. Yeah, box always spawns over here, so I just stopped doing what I was doing and I decided to put it over here. Please be the Wonder Dussy. Holy shit, I got it. That never happens. That never happens. Oh my god, yes! If you think I'm weird, you're fucking weird. I don't know what to tell you. Try being weird. Also, that was my only wonder bar. So thank you Activision for giving me that. Honestly, I think I'm gonna go download cheats after this game so I can shut on everyone in Warzone on an alt account. What do you guys think? Just for them being so nice to me, I think I'll be nice to them and do what they want. All right, let's see, not that one. All right, so I think I have to go all the way downstairs now, unfortunately, but that's all right. Now I don't have to worry about anything. I'm just excited to finally try. Like, and when I say finally try the Grim Reaper, I've only used it once in multiplayer. I did not use this in zombies, like, period. So having the option / ability to finally do this and test it, because my thing is, I don't know, most of when new shit comes out, you're gonna see a video and it's like the new blah 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 is amazing, but you don't see, the only one that really does comparisons is Donuts. Other than that, everyone just makes like that one-off video of the new gun and then they're like, and you just never see them use it again. I'm not going in depth in the numbers. I'm just gonna show you guys which one has a better AoE, which one has slightly better scaling. It's all gonna be on visual tracking, I guess you will. I'm not doing the numbers, but this is more of a natural way to do the numbers, by just straight up playing the game. That's at least how I like to do stuff. But yeah, I'm saving up. So my goal is to save up a shit ton of salvage for round 16 when the first amalgam spawns. And then my goal on that round is to hit him a couple of times with the Grim Reaper, a couple of times with the War Machine, and a couple of times with the Death Machine, and see which one has the highest damage value, and then take that one into the boss fight. Essentially, I'm not going to take it in on round 16. I'm going to take it in on like round 30, round 40. So it has as much damage as it possibly can have. Not saying it's going to have a lot of damage, but it's going to have a lot more than it would if I took it in on like round 20. Okay, so that's the one I need. Oh god, that was loud. That was very loud and creepy. I'm gonna have to ask you to not do that in my ear. Also sounds like he's right next to me, even though he's not loud and creepy at all. No. We're on round 8 and I can do Nathan's step. I am living. Another decoy, don't need you. Grab this. We have 1400. That's not enough to do anything. Double points for next round. We're gonna take this upstairs. Oh my god, yes, I got double points on 2 kills. Nah, 1 kill. Is it going up by double right now? Oh, well, not anymore. Oh god, all right. Oh, this drops a lot of salvage. Wow, way more than what I had, or than what was dropping with the Maelstrom. But this definitely needs to get pack-a-punched. I mean, it really needs to get upgraded right now, but I mean, all in all, I don't think it really matters that much. I'm gonna go ahead and give them the hard drive and then do the code. Yeah. Type your fingers. or tap your fingers on the keyboard, whatever. You know what? Whatever. 837. All right, I have enough to go ahead and grab the Grim Reaper. Hopefully, in a couple of rounds, I also have enough for a death machine. I mean, that's like the most important one I want to do because that was the newly added one prior to what we have now. Yeah, that was the one that was added right before the Grim Reaper. So those are like the two that I really want to test out. And same with the War Machine, because like the War Machine's probably my favorite one to bring into the boss fight. It just does so much damage. But I mean, if the Grim Reaper is gonna absolutely obliterate zombies, then I mean that's fine by me. I doubt it will, but you never know. I'll take a double points. Who's keeping score? Why is that the name of the gobblegum? Why couldn't that just straight up be fucking double trouble or some shit? That's a way better name than who's keeping score. That's a mouthful, man. Put me in charge of making gobblegum names. Oh, Arnar, I'm running out of ammo. Hold on. What could I ever do? Nah, I'll just do that. We'll be fine. Oh, a chopper gunner. No, that's okay. Bitch me their souls. If only. Wait, I gotta let all these guys out so I can actually get salvage from them. Hold up. And ammo. Oh, wow. None of them dropped any salvage. That is absolutely amazing. Okay, there we go. We got one. I was hoping they hit 1,000 that round, and then they just didn't feel like giving anything to me. So whatever it is, what it is. Get this guy up to PAP 2. Because I mean, regardless, at some point, I mean, we need damage now, and we're going to need damage. So gotta keep pack-a-punching it, even if it's going to be a gray, because it's just going to help me in the long run. Stop killing zombies that are not on the map. It is not good. No nukes. No nukes. All right, 1,200. Good, good. Very good. Oh, 14 and a double point. So we're going to save you for the start of the round. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Some good shit here. I need this round, and hopefully I can have enough. I think I might have enough at the end of the round in salvage. There is a chance. Okay, also, I'm going to do this to cheese it a little bit. Yeah. And then I'll take them out. Boom. Get this from the double points. Woohoo! I don't even know how many points I had prior, but I'll take that extra 5,100. Only thing that sucks is it kills all the zombies around you, so you're kind of left with nothing for like a few seconds, and it kind of wastes the double points. But it was nice to get all those points real quick. Also, all the salvage dropping. Ooh, we got 1,600. Wait, don't go down. Wait, yeah, I at least need that. Okay, we have 1,800, so I'm gonna have to keep this guy alive. But the goal here is to take this and blow his head off real quick. It's 6,270. Okay. And that's on round 16. So we're going to leave it at that. Which, honestly, it's not bad. The only thing is, you're going to need more than a Grim Reaper, I think, to kill the Abomination. I hit that guy pretty dead center. Fuck. He didn't even touch my armor. Is that still a thing, that bug? Where he just refuses to touch armor? That was really interesting. Well, I guess it's round 16 and all I had was quick revive. Probably should grab quick revive again. Dive off the top. Kill you. Get your salvage. I think I need 2,200 for the other thing, but I'm grabbing this real quick. Then I'm running over here. I know I grabbed Jug. Holy shit. Okay, so that's going to go on the ground. 2,250. I mean, he healed the full... Bro, I dodged that. What do you mean? All right, now I have it. All right, let's see the War Machine. It's 1,500 per hit. All right, so we're actually going to put this down because the War Machine is 2,000 damage short of being as good as the Grim Reaper. So we're just going to put that down for now. I do want to get the Death Machine, but we're just going to kill him, and I'll kill him with the Grim Reaper. So we get like an idea. 7,700. Wait, what? Why did it go up in damage? Also, let's test this against some zombies. And the only reason why I'm testing it against the elite is because the elite is like everything. Okay, so 7. Yeah, I'm dead. Bro, can you stop eating me for like 5 seconds so I can get my double points up? Please leave me alone. All right, let's pop this, and then we're gonna take this out. I missed. Fuck. Wow. I didn't even hit the mangler one time, and the mangler died from that. That's a lot. That is a lot of damage. I mean, yeah, you have to use most of the Grim Reaper to kill them. Its AoE distance area of effect is so massive that I was getting hit. I was standing over here, right here where that marker is, and shooting the guy right here, and I was still getting hit. So yeah, you're gonna do a lot of damage, and if you can actually horde up your zombies, which I mean most of the time you really can't in this game, but if you can, you're gonna destroy them pretty easily. And now the only problem I am having is salvage issues with weapon damage. It ain't looking too great. And that's the damage based off of round 16. So now it has the highest damage now, which means it probably has the best chances. Yeah, wow, okay. It probably has the most damage when, you know, scaling takes place. So like round 45, round 50. or it's round 55 when everything stops pretty much scaling. So at that point, you're pretty well off with the gun. Now for me, I got to do the rest of this Easter egg. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And hopefully I'm a lot stronger at the end of it. Okay, so the Easter egg is done. I am just going to go and spend my time grabbing perks real quick. I'm going to get a couple of them. I don't need a lot. I just want double tap and PhD so I don't end up dying mid-boss fight for no reason, like, you know, blowing myself up with a Grim Reaper. But so I'm deciding to make the decision and not using the death machine for this, because the death machine, it's going to be pretty hard for me to track the damage with it and how it scales, since it's going to do a completely different damage value. Like, it's going to do way less damage, and then I have to calculate the DPS. I'm not calculating shit. The last time I did math was when I was 5. So that's not happening. Even just like keeping these numbers and writing them down and remembering them for the end of the video is a lot for me. That's too many numbers, too much math. I'm excited to see what they do. And then after the boss fight, I'm also going to test to see how each one does, like as like a horde killer, I guess you could say, because I haven't tried that yet. But they seem to be doing a lot of damage. So that is a good thing. I'm actually very curious to see how it does in the boss fight. I guess this will be like a little taste to see how it does as a horde killer, but let's go ahead and boom. Yeah. Yeah. That's pretty damn good. Pretty damn good for 2000 essence rocket launcher. I genuinely wasn't expecting that, because last time I shot it at zombies, it really didn't do much. But that's not the whole test. The whole test, we're gonna come back and see how many actual zombies it can kill. I'm gonna horde up like an entire round after the boss fight and just see exactly what it does. Wow, nice stock options for the 1000th time. I appreciate that. Thank you, game. All right, so let's go back to the normal map. I'm gonna wait until round 30. I'm thinking maybe 31 to get like the max amount of damage out of this, like as early as possible. And then I'm like, basically, I'm just gonna save and quit, come back before I finish the boss. Also, just not gonna upgrade my gun to purple. I don't I don't care enough, because I also believe that the Grim Reaper is going to basically two-shot him in phase 1, and then I'll be able to see how much damage it does in phase 2. Phase 2 is kind of the iffy one, especially with explosive weapons, because as soon as he transitions into the fire variant, or fire phase, if you will, he's not that strong, or he's strong against explosives from what I've seen. So you have to kind of like get him in the sweet spot and shoot him before that happens. It's really weird, but you guys will see exactly how to do it. And I feel like I'm either going to be like extremely let down or extremely surprised, because off camera I did shoot a not a mangler. What the fuck are they called? What is it called? An amalgam. There we go. I did shoot one and it did 39,000 damage, and that was 2 rounds ago. So if I wait long enough, I might do like 70,000 damage per shot, if not 80,000 damage per shot in the boss fight. I would even argue that I might get lucky and do 100,000 damage with the Grim Reaper. Kind of scary to think about, but there's a chance. There's like actually a chance that it'll do that, which will be awesome. All right, yeah, I guess we'll go on around. Yeah, we'll do round 31. We'll do round 31. I was gonna say 30, but no. I want that max damage. I also want the chance to get as much salvage as I can. Yeah, so we'll go 30. I am going to preemptively upgrade my... I said I wasn't going to, but I think I'm going to have enough salvage after I save and quit, because the war machine is 2,250, if I remember correctly. I should end up getting enough. I mean, there's a free one right here, but I'm not going to grab that. I mean, maybe I should just hold on to the war machine, test the war machine first, and then come back. Doesn't matter. But I have to be on the same round when I come back. Nice thing about that is it'll be a full round 31 when I come back, so I can still go into the boss fight at 31 and not have to worry about anything if I need to kill a couple of extra zombies to get one. Otherwise, the numbers aren't true. Holy shit. All right, let's see. Let's see how much damage this does to a boss zombie on round 30. Or I guess an elite, right? It's not a boss zombie, it's an elite. I think that's at 39. I gotta shoot him one more time. Hold on. 60,000. Damn. I was not expecting 60,000. Wow, okay. Maelstrom is insane. It's insane, but honestly, the Marine SP 4-shots him right now, so I'll take that. I should actually have enough salvage at the end of this round. I think they're all gonna die thanks to and drop. Yeah, I have enough. I have exactly enough right now. Awesome. Let's get to 31 and hop down there. All right, good. We're done. We're done here. I think I have everything I need. Yeah, Pack-a-Punch 3. We have a Grim Reaper, but it doesn't have that much ammo in it, but we don't need that much. We just need to test that initial shot in 2 phases. In phase 1 and 2, because phase 3, it's pretty easy. I'll test it. I think I'll be able to get to phase 3 pretty fast, though, so skip this garbage. Get him out of here. All right, pop this out. What? All right, I'm severely disappointed. What the fuck happened? All right, maybe I have to wait for a crit spot. 68,000. Okay. There we go. Now we're talking. You have to hit him in a crit spot with it to do its damage. So it only does 68,000 damage in the boss fight. Oh, let me I gotta test the number again. 68,175. All right, I'm really disappointed. Maybe it's the round. If I waited until it was on 50, we could see the max amount of damage it does. I'm sure there's someone that can actually like take that damage and sort of, you know, do the numbers and figure out exactly how much damage it's going to do later on in the game. But for me, I can't do that. It's really not that strong, at least right now. This is the average round you're going to pop into the boss fight on too. So at least in my opinion, it's probably not worth taking in. Actually, well, let me rephrase that. It is worth taking in over some things in this game. But for me, there's something else that I would much rather take in over this because it does way more damage. If not the same, but more, simply because of DPS. But I'm still going to test it second phase when it shows up. I'm going to shoot it right in the face once and see what it does before it has a chance. But from my experience, that's probably all it's going to do, is because in second phase, there's no crit spot except for its mouth. But as soon as it turns red, you're going to do less damage with an explosive. So I'm a little confused and a little disappointed. I really thought that they were going to make the Grim Reaper probably the best, if not the most broken Scorestreak in Zombies. Just because of how it was way back when you'd pick it up. It was like the best thing in the world. I don't know. I feel like they're not really doing a great job with bringing things back. All right, let me shoot him before. All right, 16,875. And then I'm going to shoot him in his mouth when I can. 68,175. Okay, so that's the max amount of damage I can do to him. And I think in final phase it's just going to get worse. Say honestly, don't bring in the Grim Reaper. I mean, you can have a buddy bring in the Grim Reaper, but it's really not worth it in my opinion. Yeah, my gun does more damage over time. I just have to get to full. I think I could save and quit. Okay, so we still have our Grim Reaper at full. So I'm going to go upstairs and horde these guys up because this is, you know, the horde test. I'm going to keep all the zombies alive, including the amalgam, and I'm just going to shoot right in the middle and see how many die. I'm going to keep them as tight as possible too, right up here, because damage does well. Damage does really well against elites. I figured it would translate. I mean, it does translate 1-for-1 to the boss. So I guess if you were to do like terminal, which no, I'm not doing that. But like, unless you were to do terminal, it's probably not worth bringing in the Grim Reaper. Now let's get a bunch of these guys up. Even the manglers. I want to see how much damage it does to a mangler. In the middle, everything in the middle. Come on. One thing I do like is that it does not slow you down when you pull it out. That would have been a killer with this. Shot right in the middle of them. I killed all of them. Killed every zombie. Did no damage to any elite or special zombie. Mangler was still at full health. Not too good on that front. It's only doing half per bullet. Yeah, no, it's really not that great. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know. It's really good against regular zombies. Not worth using in the boss fight. Not worth really using against elites. You're better off. This is more of a Scorestreak. The Maelstrom is more of a Scorestreak than the Grim Reaper. And you could spawn in with it. Now let's grab a war machine and let me do some damage after the insta-kill to the amalgam, and let me show you what we're working with. Our awesome Grim Reaper did, I think, 68,175 in the boss fight, and it didn't do that much to the amalgam, but this is only doing 15,000 right now. Didn't really scale that much. Hold on. Yeah, no, it didn't really scale that much. Now we can go ahead and take it into the boss fight, which I kind of wasted a couple of bullets shooting at him, but whatever, it doesn't really matter. Only bad thing is I can't save and quit here, so I probably should cycle around. The war machine's, wow. The war machine's initial base damage was 4,755. Now it's 15,000, so it's like a lot better. And I think when we go into the boss fight, it should do double, if not triple that damage. Maybe triple that damage. Oh, they nerfed it, huh? I think they nerfed it. It only does 21,930. Did they secretly nerf this shit? I actually think they did. They did. It used to do like 50-something thousand damage in the boss fight. What is wrong with them? Wait. Why are they continue to nerf fun? So it does 21,930. To be fair, it does 65,000 damage if you hit him in the crit spot with all 3 shots. You also start with 30 bullets in it, or 30 rounds in it. So you ultimately get more damage out of it over time if you use an entire magazine. So it is better. It's just the Maelstrom is just better than both. I mean, we're not comparing the Maelstrom, so let me shut the fuck up. But like, so in my opinion, the war machine's probably just going to outright be better the later in the game you go, because it just does, you know, it holds more rounds, it holds more grenades, I guess. I don't fucking know. I don't know how to describe it. It doesn't matter how I describe it. It's just it's a better score streak to use in the boss fight. So I guess try out the Grim Reaper if you want to try it in the boss fight, because it does a lot of damage. It just holds, I think, 16 rockets instead of 30 from the war machine, and the war machine only does 3,000 less damage, but you're also going to be able to burst through the first 2 phases very quickly with the war machine. It's just going to be a better option for most fights in general. Just, I mean, for wave clear in general, if you want to use a good score streak, but especially if you want to do Terminus, because I know a lot of people just like using or playing Terminus, like doing the boss fight and like using it as like a benchmark for what's good and what's bad. I think it's worth using if you're just going to kill zombies, but if you're going to hop into a boss fight, the war machine's probably going to be your best bet for every boss fight. Honestly, I just think the war machine's such a good gun. But now I have to beat the boss and go back into the regular game so I can get another war machine and blow up a horde with it to stay consistent and true to what we're doing. Unfortunately, I have to do it on round 32. There's nothing I can do about it because it won't let me save and quit. I have to go to round 32. It just told me. So that's a little unfortunate. For the sake of the test, I don't have another score streak thanks to the game not letting me take 2. They should really add a perk that lets you hold 2 of them. Mule kick, like it's been talked about, but they won't do that. I think Tombstone's probably going to be our next perk, which is unfortunate. Who loves a good tombstone? Nobody. Absolutely nobody. But I'm not shocked. That's the trend with this game. They add things that nobody really likes. Is he dead? I thought he was about to explode. He was doing the animation like he was going to blow up. All right, you hold on to that, you piss rocket, and die. Thank you. Wow, I can hit that from all the way back here. That's natural for a shotgun. Yeah, infinite damage range. I love it. Stay down. Stay down. You're not getting up. No. Untouchable. I think I was getting pretty touched right there by the zombies. I won't lie. I don't think I'm untouchable, but if you like to think so, then you could think so, game. All right, so let's see. My gun does so much damage to him. Okay. Just throw a nade at your forehead. I even feel like they nerfed the Maelstrom in this boss fight. I don't know why they're doing that. They're like secretly nerfing shit. It's kind of bizarre. Anyways, he's pretty much dead. He is dead. Yeah, he's dead. All right, good. Now we can do the fun part, which is just blow up a whole horde with a war machine. I am happy about that. As soon as I get enough salvage to do it. Boss eliminated. They should just give you like 50,000 salvage here too if you do the boss fight. That'd be great instead of bonus points. Oh, they do. They do give you a shit ton of salvage. Okay. My bad. Shows how much I actually sit here after the boss fight. Give me salvage. Give me my salvage. God, it just destroys. Almost there. Took a whole round, but we're almost there. All right, we have enough. Damn, I have to go through this round now. There's not enough zombies to test it. Just gotta kill this one zombie right here, and then I'm gonna go out onto the platform and wait for everything to happen next round and just go boom. Yeah, it has 30 rounds in it. It is a no-brainer to use this gun. If I don't see all the zombies drop on the ground, I'm gonna be so weirded out by this. That's all I have to say. All right, no, yeah, use this. If anyone's thinking of even purchasing the Grim Reaper, there's something wrong. I don't know who made the executive decision to add it into the game and make it worse than a war machine, when the Grim Reaper was literally the kill streak, or the score streak, excuse me, in Black Ops 1 that obliterated the world. It was like sending a nuke against the other team without actually having a nuke, and now using this in zombies, it's kind of sad. Again, they pulled off the greatest nostalgia bait of all time. Now there's nothing wrong with, I mean, there's a lot wrong with what they're doing, but like, you know, it's nice to have things back that were, you know, once in the game. It's nice to like be able to experience it again on a new front, but like, you're bringing it back and you're always making it worse than it was. Is that planned? Like, in my opinion, are they planning to do that on purpose so that no one wants them to bring anything else back from the past so they can kind of get away with innovating a bunch of dog shit into the game? Or do they not know what they're doing? Because the Grim Reaper was phenomenal. The Grim Reaper feels subpar in this game. And now when you have a war machine outdoing that, I mean, it's kind of weird. I mean, the war machine was always terrible in zombies, so I'm like glad it's good, but it's just kind of weird. Anyways, yeah, that was my test. I'm not a professional at this by any means, but it was a lot of fun. I hope you learned something. And if you did, you probably should stop watching me because you got to go back to school if you learned something from one of my videos. Goodbye.